Okay, so with that, I was interested in Visme for something a little less technical. I actually wanted to create a travel log. Some of you travel? Yes? You take pictures that you like to share?
Yes.
All right. You have a business that maybe you'd like to put things online. All right. And you want to make it really easy. You don't want brain surgery. You just want to be able to do it. That's all you want to be able to do. So I found that the program is pretty easy to do. So I am going to, since I have you at a captive audience, I'm going to walk you through a little video that I created. Okay, so as you can see, mine is a little less technical than their presentation, but I wanted it for something that was a little less technical, and possibly you do too, maybe? All right. So what I want to do is walk you through slide 5 to show you how easy it was to add content, how easy it is to animate and change properties of content, and your options for publishing content. Sounds good? All right, so let's get started. All right, so here are my slides. And I am also going to show you how to, basically create a project from scratch. But I'm going to go through slide all the way to slide number 4, and I'm going to start from there. Now, I've already created these slides, and I like to just be a little efficient with some things, so I'm just going to duplicate slide 4 to create slide 5. Now, down at the bottom here, on the right-hand side, and let's see, I'm usually doing this on my keyboard, there is a little gear on the top left of each slide. And with this little gear, you can hide the slide, you can change the transitions, you can duplicate it, or you can delete it. So I'm going to duplicate it, and it's going to bring up slide 5. Yeah, let me get there. So, some things do, you have to re-add, like the effects that I added. But you can go in, and let me come over here for a second. On the left-hand side, and this is being online. Okay, let me click that and go back to my dashboard. And let's go back there. It is constantly saving the file. So even if it somehow clicks out of it, you can go back and most times get back to where you were. I see I just lost slide 5, so let's go back, duplicate, and get slide 5 back. All right, so let's try that again. All right, whenever you click on an item, it automatically brings up all of the properties that you can do to add to this item. This here, I'm going to add effects. I'm going to click on this one, add effects back. So those are the 2 effects I have. But I want you to notice with the properties here, you can change color. You can change the stacking order and the layers. You can copy, effects again, or you can make this into a link, a hyperlink, to go from one location to another. So let's do a little bit of changing. This is leg 5 of our trip, and on leg 5, what did we do? We stopped at Wild Animal Safari, and we stopped at Callaway Gardens. Oh yeah, we had a great time. So let's take away, well, I don't want to take that away yet. So I'm going to take away the question mark. I just press delete. I can also delete that. I'm going to leave this. I'm going to take away the road. So again, whenever you click on something, you have the properties automatically pop up. Easy enough? Yes? No? Easy enough? All right, cool. So this presentation that you're looking at here probably took me like maybe an hour to do, only because I took the photos into Photoshop and did some editing of them. But very easy, very quick. So to add an image, I'm going to go over to the left, and on the left you have this sliding drawer where you can actually change the backgrounds. And let's see, if I wanted to change the background of that, I could. But let's just change that back to what I had. And you can also add text, clicking on the text tool. So,
is that the background for that one slide or for the whole text?
It just changed the background for the one slide. In some cases, sometimes you can click on something and tell it to apply to all, but in this case, I just changed this one. All right. So on the left-hand side, you have these drawers. And if I wanted to add text, if I just click on an object, it automatically brings that text onto my canvas. Yeah, I want to delete that for a second. And sometimes you can just drag things out too and drop them wherever you want to drop them. So let me cancel these. You can also, well, let me go back for a second and back to text. If you scroll down, you'll also see that they have little widgets that you can add. So there are so many graphics in here already available to you. I think it just makes your head spin just looking at them. But you have a lot of options here. All right, so go to shapes. You have about 1 million or so different shapes you can choose from. And I'm going to just pass that over for a second because I want to add an image. Now, you can add images that are free. And these free images are actually coming from Flickr, but they are free for your use. You can also add your own. And I have some in here right now. But let's say I want to add some more. So what I'm doing here, I'm clicking off of auto insert into the stage area so that I can add images that won't automatically populate. So we want to go to, I want to go to here, car images, and we were feeding a giraffe while we were there. All right. So have anyone ever been to Wild Animal Safari in Georgia? It is so cool. Oh my God. It is this big, huge place. You're riding a bus through. You see buffalo, you see giraffes, you feed all kinds of things from the bus. It is a dangerous place to get out of the bus. So you stay on the bus. But the giraffe, you know, they're used to you. So they come up and you feed them. So here's my image. That's not me. I was not going to feed this giraffe. All right. So here's my image. I can crop it, and it lets you just place the crop wherever you want. You can add, and let me apply that. I can add an effect like a drop shadow or a reflection. Let's do that. And if I want to, I can change the opacity, but I'm going to leave that at 100. And I can also tell it where I want it to be in the stacking order of layers, just by clicking on the Layers tab. So let me zoom in on that so you can see that. So cropping, layers, I could copy it, effects, length, and so forth. Oops. All right, so I'm done with that one. And I want to add one more image. So I click back on my plus sign. And we also spent some time at Callaway Gardens. And let me add this one. It brings that in. And you can just crop it down, or I'm sorry, resize it by grabbing the handles. And if you wanted to rotate it, you could. But, whoops, wrong one. Go back. There you go. Back. Thank you. If you want to rotate it, you can by just dragging on this here, but that would be silly. So, and it comes in and it's held proportionally. I don't know if you can see this, so I'm going to zoom in. There's a little icon up in the upper left. If you want to change the proportions, you can just unclick the lock and you can actually enter information in here if you want. It tells you where it's located on your screen. And you probably can't see this, but as I'm dragging the images along, it gives you alignment lines so that you can align things up. So let's put that back and zoom that out. And I'm going to do the same thing to this one. I'm going to add a reflection, add a drop shadow, and just resize that about to there. Leave that there. All right, so I want to add some text. And I've been copying text from Wikipedia. Yeah, you know, brain freeze. Yeah. All right, I know it happens to you. We just don't want to admit it. All right. Before I do that, though, let me see if I can add a map, since I already have the Maps tab open. Now, I want to add a map, and I want this map to be a real interactive map from Google Maps. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to Google Maps and actually type in, let's see, Wild Animal Safari, Pine Grove Mountain, Georgia. And I want to copy this to embed it, not to link it, but to embed it. Well, sort of do the same thing. So if you click on the Share button and then click on the Embed tab, it gives you the embed code. What I'm going to do is create an iframe and put this information in an iframe. So let's copy it and let's go back to my image here. And down at the bottom of my little list here from the shelf is your iframe tab. So I'm just going to paste that in, choose done, and it automatically creates a map that can be clicked on. Whoops. And let's bring that there and just slide that. It's a little large for what I want, but I'm going to place that there. I am going to change the dimensions of this. So let's turn that down to 300. And that one's, all right. So even though you see on your screen, you see where the outline is, but you see that the map is hanging out the outline. If I preview it, which I will do, see about preview. It's just giving you the part that's in the outline, and it's centering it up. So you never have to worry about it not centering the exact location that you want to go to. All right, so, and see how seamlessly you're working and then you're previewing to make sure it's working? So now, some of these do have animation. Like for example, the title here, Leg 5 of our trip. At the top, you can tell it to add animation, and you can also tell it at what point you want this animation to be at. So let's go to one that doesn't have animation. This one doesn't have animation on it. So once I click on it, up at the top, you'll see animate this object. And when I click on that, it gives me options. I can start this at, let's say, 3 seconds. Let's fade this in from the right and just choose OK. All right, let's preview. All right. That quick. All right. All right. And let's see now that I have that, let me go back to Google Maps and let's go to Wild Animal Safari. Oops, I don't know how to spell, but that's okay. It knows what I wanted. All right, happens to the best of us. All right, so let's just copy some text here and go back and let's paste this text in. Oops. And paste, and let's zoom out so I can make some changes. And you see that things are layered. So let's do this. Let's take out some of this. And then let's just pull that up so it's on the screen and widen it out. Okay, and let's change the stacking order, layers. Let's bring that back up, boom. All right, so we have our text, we have our images. Let's preview that again. All right. So just that quickly, you can create a slide, create animation on it. I just think it's very easy to use to create content that you want very quickly. What do you think? Yeah?
This is online, right?
This is all online.
So can you download it for DVD or something if you wanted it?
I'm going to get to that. You can actually download this in several different versions. And since you asked, let me take you to that. I was going to do that later, but why not do it now? All right. So, for example, once this has already been published, but it's been saving. I think I said it's been saving while we've been working on it. So you'll sometimes see the little arrow going down, meaning that it's been saved. But whenever you see the check mark, it means that the item, your changes have already been saved. So you don't do a save like you will do in some other programs. It just automatically is doing this for you.
Where does it save it to?
It's saving it to the Visme website. You create an account, and I'm going to get to that. I just want to show you this first. You create an account, and the accounts are free. And of course, free means, just limited services. But with a paid subscription, and I think it's something like, I don't know, I think it's less than $16 a month, you can have like unlimited everything that goes with this site. And I'll bring up the pricing information for you. So the question was about downloading. So, all right, let's say that I've changed things on my slide. Not the prettiest, but let me move this a little bit. Okay, where are you? Right. Okay, I am in, all right, there. I need to make sure it's something's overlapping here. All right, well, I'll get to that. All right, so let's say I made some changes. My changes have already been saved, and let's say I'm going to click on the publish button. So I have several options to publish. Once I create my file, and it's already saving, it publishes to a Visme website. I can have a published site that is public. Anyone will be able to see your project, even if they stumble upon it. But I can also have a private site. So that means that only the people that I share the URL with will be able to see this. So if I wanted just friends and family to be able to see these, quote, albums or travel logs that I'm creating, it's restricted. So if it's not published, it means nobody can see it, of course, and I'm probably still working on it. But it gives you the URL, and I'm going to click on that to view it. And let's see what the whole thing looks like again. Many travels. And actually, let me skip through slide 4. Those people were live on that, whatever that is, a beer giant bicycle.
Oh, it's a pedal top.
That's what that is?
It's a pedal top.
Okay, they were live. They were having a good time. All right. All right. So let's see. Give me. All right. Did we reach Jekyll Island? Stay tuned. And then our last slide. 1, 2. Okay. All right. Boom. So that quickly, in less than an hour, you can have something up, published, and available for others to see. But let's go back a second to you. All right. So this is, if I just want to, share it out immediately, It gives you your URL. It's attached to your account. Initial accounts are free. And you can use it, with limitations. You can share them on your social media sites, Facebook, Twitter. You can email. You can print it out. And there's just a whole list of other places you can share this on. I didn't know that there were this many social sites you could share stuff on. But, I'm sorry? Oh yeah, that's what I said, yeah. What are people doing with their time? Okay, so now, embed to a site or a blog. It also creates the code where you can embed the video you just created to any other site that you might have, or if you want to share it with someone else. So it gives you the code. You can make your information here responsive, or you can make it fixed width, meaning if it's responsive, as it moves, as the screen moves, it moves. If it's fixed width, it just stays, in place as the screen moves. So it's giving you something that some other websites may not give you, as far as it being responsive to the site that you're on. You can download it. You can download this as a JPEG, meaning it will only download the one slide, I want to say page that you're on. You can download it as a PNG, same thing. You can download it as a PDF. Ooh, I wouldn't do that. It just sort of jumbles things around. But the best option is this one. You can download it as HTML. So that's what I'm going to do. Did you see that file download? So it's downloaded the file, and let me hide this. So it's sitting on my desktop, and it's labeled Project Zip. Open that up, and let's open this up. So it saves this file as all the HTML content you would possibly need to load this file or use this file offline, or even save it somewhere. Open it up in, I opened it up in Dreamweaver, and it works. So any HTML processing application, you can open this up in. So let's do this. Let's just open this up. Double click on the project HTML. Now I'm viewing this on my computer offline. So it's giving me the exact same file. It's downloaded all of the images, all of the cascading style sheets, everything that's needed to run this has automatically been downloaded.
For free? You gotta pay for that.
For free.
If you share the URL and you got you have a list of people you share the URL with, and they just open up Visme and see the presentation.
You're sending them a link to your
Visme.
Visme.
The link to it.
Yes.
So they don't even have to go into Visme. They just have to click on the link.
Yes.
And they can see.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
Can I add that to another website that I've made on Visme?
Yep. You can add it, you can embed it. Yes. Yes, sir.
A couple of questions. First, when you added text, like you copy text from the website and then added it to your page, sometimes like your slide can get kind of busy with a lot of stuff added.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm wondering, is it possible to have maybe an icon or a few words or maybe a title that people could click on optionally and have the text grow to maybe take over a panel of the entire slide? Or
Not yet here, as I've seen, because then you're talking about some more advanced features. Maybe it would be added in the future, but that's not what they have here now, because I thought it possibly maybe scrolling text or something, but I think this is geared toward getting there quickly, getting there easily, and for those who don't want to have the hassle of, I want to say, overwhelming applications. So I'm still running this on my computer and not online. Yes, Paul?
Once it's been posted, how long is it up there for free?
As long as you have the account. All right?
and can you do this and have complete functionality both playing and developing it on an iPad?
Hold that thought. Hold that thought. Some of it, yes, hold that thought. All right, so seeing it on an iPad, working with it on an iPad. All right, so let me do this, since you asked right now. I am going to send this. Okay, I got to see where I am. I got too many windows open. All right, I don't need you. And you are a view. And you are a view. And you are my file. All right, so these are, again, back to the options of downloading. Let me hold on to that for a second. Publish settings. You can set how you want your project to interact. On the left-hand side, you have your social information. You can show or hide your social profile. You can allow social media to share. You can enable comments. And you can have it if you want someone to require registration to the site before they can comment. So that's set up on the left-hand side. On the right-hand side, you have playback. Playback animation, yes, I want all of that on. It's going to autoplay. Advanced slides automatically. I've turned that off because sometimes people want to interact with the software themselves. And I'm going to do that on my iPad and show you how that works. Design, show control bar, I have that on, and I believe that only comes on when you don't have automatically advanced turned on. And responsive, yes, responsive is on. You can also change the theme background, light, dark, or custom, your choice. So even though it has, I want to say really user-friendly items, it allows you some form of customization that is a little more than basic to me. So let me do this. I want to go back there.
That's settings?
Yes. I'm sorry, was there a question?
No, I was just trying to understand what screen you have.
I just clicked back into publish. I want it to,
Publish.
yeah, publish. Publish brings up all of the settings for sharing, embedding, downloading, and publishing. So let me click back on share, and let me go back to view. I'm going to view this, and I'm going to send this. I want to send this to my iPad. I don't want to send it through messages. And I believe I've already done that. So I want to share this. And regular Safari share lists, reading list, bookmark, email, messages, so forth. So I already have this. Let me make sure that it's picked up all of the updates before I share it with you. So let's do this. All right, cool. All right, so let's go back and let's go to, oh, really? Isn't that wonderful? All right,
That's helpful.
that is very helpful. You know it doesn't happen at home, right?
No, we find out, yeah.
All right, hold on.
So what do you do?
Let's see if I can make this work again. All right, let's go here. I was having a problem with Reflector connecting over Wi-Fi earlier, and it looks like that has not changed. Let's go here, All right, cool. There and. All right, so now the slide is going. Now I am interacting with this on my iPad. So that same project that I just created that you saw me use on my computer, as soon as I send it to my iPad, I can fast forward. Come on. Oh, I'm on the map. Sorry, fast forward. And let's say I want to click on the map, view a larger map. So this is all automatically on my iPad, immediately. I didn't have to do anything else. It's just boom, it's just there. So to me, that was worth the price of admission right there.
Now, is that working through the web browser?
That's working through the web browser on my, well, it's, yeah, on my iPad, yes. Yes. All right, so I don't need to see that map. So now if I go back, I can still forward through my slides, just like I would normally do with any iPad app. All right? All right. Cool?
Yeah, but can you develop, I mean, you're playing in your iPad, can you develop like you did on your
No.
computer? Can't.
Well, you know what? I actually never tried because it was just easier to work with it on the computer. But I'll open it up before we leave and see if I can do that. I'm sure you probably can't. Paul?
Who holds the copyright for the creation?
You do, as long as it's your stuff, your images that you're putting up there. All right, Joe?
Do you get an option in terms of which browser, or do you only have Safari?
I have Chrome on my iPad too, but I just chose Safari to open it up with.
So it's your choice as to what one you would love.
Yes. All right. Yes, ma'am.
Two questions. One, can people take your photos, just slide them off, put them on their desktop, and steal your stuff, or is it protected? Number two, does it have to, can you embed video?
Coming up to that, you can embed video. Anything you put on the internet, if you don't want it stolen, don't put it up there.
Well, I mean, some places make it more difficult than it's protected.
Yes.
You have to do it like just a capture.
Well, I tell you what, let's do this. Let's go to Safari. Let's take a look while it's playing, and let's do this. Can I pick this up and drop that to my desktop? Sure looks like it. So unless you're willing and you don't care, don't put it up there. 'Cause you can even make a screenshot. So it's just out there.
No,
Here.
I have artwork, of course.
Yes.
So even if I put it on a lower resolution when I put it up there,
Mhm.
you can print it and get a better resolution or not?
No, you can't print it and get a better resolution. And again, you can password protect. You can make your sites private. So you can, that gives you some level of keeping things, a little restricted, because then you're only sending out URLs. And you can change the password very frequently, so that someone who may have had the password last week does not have it this week.
No, I'm trying
Yeah.
to sell a picture, so I might
Yeah.
send it to someone, and they'll say, why buy it when I can download it and print it myself?
Well, anything like that, when you put them online, you want to put low resolution images up there.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So if I put a low res,
Yes.
and is that like, what is it, like 8510 at 72 DPI, is that low res, or should it be?
72 DPI is low res.
You can watermark it too.
Yes.
Right, I do.
Yeah.
But they can mark that. So in other words, then.
Just make it difficult.
If they print it,
Mhm.
then that's still low res, and I'll get a smaller image.
It's not going to look as beautiful as the
You're gonna
original.
make it difficult
Yeah.
enough that it's not worth their while.
Absolutely.
I was just curious if it was still low res on the photo.
Absolutely. It's all low res. Any questions?
If somebody
Go ahead.
puts comments on it, how do you know what the comments are?
Because there they are. Hold on. Let me go back to Reflector. And here's the iPad. And as I'm scrolling up, you see the comments. Yeah. Yeah.
When it's published on Visme, is it published as a video file or as like an HTML canvas?
It's like an HTML canvas. And video. Just hold that thought. Yes, ma'am.
My question is, let's say you might have already covered it, I'm sorry for repeating myself.
It's all right.
Let's say, for instance, like for my business, if I wanted potential clients to see what I'm doing,
Mhm.
they're able to do that. Would I have to give them a link to it or email it or
Mhm.
anything like that? Okay,
Mhm.
so I could go into my Facebook page with my business and then I could share that Visme presentation so that way
Yes.
if they want to see
Yes.
my portfolio, they can see it.
Yes. And let me show you how you can do that. Okay, where am I? Here. All right, so let's get off of this and let's go back to, where are you? Let's go back to slide 4 since there's nothing on slide 4.
Is there with the Dropbox?
I'm sure there's a way to do something. Are you trying to save the entire let's say that HTML file that I downloaded, you can save that to Dropbox.
As an HTML.
I would save that whole folder to Dropbox. All right, so let's say I want to add, embed a video. Okay, so that's how I think, you know. All right, so let me go here.
Oh, can you share rights for editing?
Share rights for editing.
Yeah, like, let's say you're working with a colleague in another state, you're both working on this project.
Yes, you can. You can share this file so that you and someone else has access to it. And if I remember where that is, I'll show you that. All right, so let's say I want to embed a video. I've already embedded a map. I want to embed a video. I can embed the video or create a link to the video. In this case, let me embed it. So I've gone over to the Mac Group YouTube channel, and I'm going to embed our latest video. And again, copy the information, come back to my file, and create an iframe, or I can link it, iframe or video button. So here, I'm going to paste that in, choose done, and here is our latest Mac Group video. Whoops, change the, let's undo that, and pull that back out. All right, what I did, I just took off the proportions so that it wouldn't square up like that. So now, if I preview, I can click, and there's our video. So it can play. It's automatically going to save, and you.
I'm an artist,
Playing right now.
a photographer, a painter, and a printmaker.
All right, so
Today, we're going to talk about how
let's close that, and let's see if it's updated on my iPad. And let's see if I can quickly go through that. It's definitely not as quick as it would be if I were at home, but you know that's always the case. All right. Boy, aren't you lucky I'm in a pause. All right, so let's go here. Answer the phone. All right, so let's update. Actually, let me do this. Let's close you and go back and get the original. Right here. Come here. Go there. And go back. And let's go back to Reflector and see if it has updated. And let's see if I can quickly scroll through these. 4. And let's one more. I don't think the Wi-Fi has picked that up yet, but of course at home it would have picked it up already. So just wait. But it has updated, and I'm just waiting for the Wi-Fi in here to catch up with my presentation. So you can embed video that way. Let's hide this for a second and wait for it to catch up. Now that was through an iframe. I can also click on the video, insert video button, and I can, well, how about if you go pick up the link first?
And if
Here.
something just that you took with your camera, does that be able to put the video in that?
Yes, it has to be a Vimeo or YouTube. So,
A video on the web, it can't be
yes,
a desktop.
correct. Correct. Yeah, it has to be one that's uploaded already. So if I wanted to, again, paste this video somewhere, let's go back.
So it has to have the URL.
Yes, it has to be uploaded somewhere. All right, so if I want to add video, paste that, and she's done. And I got the same video. So I can embed it through an iframe, or I can embed it through a URL link.
Well, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
You want to put your video so that you can download it on that, but you don't want everybody seeing it on YouTube and Vimeo. Is there some way just to get it up there so you can use it?
I'm sorry, say that a question again, please.
Okay, I get the fact that it has to be the video. It has to be
Somewhere.
somewhere where you can bring it back down.
Yes.
Can I put it up there and not have everybody see it in the whole world, just so I can bring it back down?
Yes, your YouTube videos can be private as well.
Okay.
All right. All right, so that's how quickly and easily you can create a project, in my case, my travelogue, that you can have animation to it, you can add video, you can embed a map, add shapes, text, just that quickly, without, too much harm or hassle to you. So what do you think? All right?
PowerPoint, how the others can put together.
Yeah. I'm sorry?
It's like Prezi and PowerPoint, and how the others put together.
Yeah. You can actually import a PowerPoint video into here and use it. All right, so this was what I saw Visme as a good use for. Now let me take you through some of the other templates so that you can see some of the other options that you have with this program. So I'm going to go out of this one. I'm going to go to the upper left-hand side and go back to my dashboard. It always asks, do you want to leave this page? Yes, I want to leave it.
Did you say you could develop on your iPad?
You know what? Let me go to here and sign in, and I'll let you know if I can do that.
Can you print those slides?
It's like bringing up your account
Yes.
on your iPad.
Yes, I'm bringing up my account on my iPad to see if it will actually let me input there.
Does it have the ability to do like a button, and then the small picture and then?
Yes. Yes, you can create a link from any art object that you place on your canvas. All right, log in. Not now. Couldn't let you see my password. So. All right, so here I am in Reflector. So I've brought up my account, and let's see if it will let me edit while I'm in here. Again, Wi-Fi.
So what can you do for free that you can do when you pay?
I will show you that graphic in a second. So it gives you a screen of where everything is. Let's choose Got It to get off of this. And it has my slides on the right-hand side. I can click on the text tool if I want to add a subtitle. Did it do anything for me? Let's see do I need to drag it over? Add. Okay, so far I don't, oops. Yes, you can. It's just slow because we're on this Wi-Fi. So here it is, and it's being responsive to me a little bit. Let's see.
Might be more awkward moving boxes around with your finger and stuff.
I'm sorry, say that again, please.
Might be a little more awkward moving the boxes around with your finger and stuff.
It is very awkward trying to create like this. That's why I would automatically just open up my computer. Yes, I want to permanently delete that. It's because I want to try this again. All right, click that. All right, so it brought up the text in order for me to type something. Let's type in that. Let you down. Now, the only issue I see is that I'm trying to move this piece of text down, and it's not happening. So I'm challenged trying to create it on my iPad, but it is giving me the possibility. So I don't know if I need a stylus instead of my finger to try this, but I can try it out and let you know in the recap, right? All right, the next question was, let me get out of that for a second. The next question was about the plans. So, let's see. Close you, and let's learn more. So, and I do want to show you the infographics because there's a lot of information there. So what can you do with this program? You can create infographics, presentations, reports, web banners, product demos, and I want to skip over and see if I can just quickly get to pricing. There it is, pricing. All right, so you have standard, basic, standard, and complete. Your basic subscription is free. You have limited features. You can only create like 3 projects with the basic. With the standard, you can create 15. With the complete, which is the standard, which is $7 per month. With the complete, which is $16 per month, you have unlimited amount of projects that you can create. Available storage, 100 megabytes, 250 megabytes, 1 gigabyte. You can publish online with either plan. So obviously with the premium plan, you obviously have more that you can do with this. And let's see. There is a team license so that you can actually have other collaborators on that one project with you. So, all right.
Otherwise, you can't, unless you go for a paid version, you can't co-work.
No, you cannot with the free versions or with the standard version. You have to go with the complete, the premium account. All right. Now let me back up for a second because I did want to show you if I want to create a new project. Let's name this one Test Run just for the sake of it and continue.
Is this the freebie you're working on?
No, I'm working with a premium account. Right. So you have your option to create presentation, infographics, banner, wireframe is coming, project demo is coming, and you can always create custom. I was going to have us all interactively create a custom demo of an infographic, but not today. So you have all of these templates that you can choose from, and they are constantly adding more. So once you choose a presentation, let me click on this one. This is the one that they have actually in the demo. It creates your first presentation slide. You can change the canvas size if you like. And if you want to add a slide, you just click on the plus sign over in the upper right-hand corner, and it gives you an option of slides that already have demo content on them. So you just click on the slide. To add it, it becomes the next slide. And let me come out of this for a second because I want to go back and show you the infographics one. Let's create another new project in Info, MGD.
Is Reflector a part of Visme, or is that something that's an app with Apple?
That's different. It's a totally different piece of software. Right? So if I want to create an infographic, you have so many templates to choose from. You're creating a startup, your financial reports, social media, timelines, how to market yourself. So there's automatically some type of infographic template that can get you started if you're just stumped on where to go. And you can see as I'm scrolling down, they're just constantly adding up. There was the one that I was going to choose was going to either be about us or we're going to start creating our own. But let's do this just quickly. I'm going to steal somebody's time since my time is still. Not at all. Not at all. I am just happy that it was so lively. So I'm creating a custom one. And if I just want to just grab anything, let's say I want to take this shopping cart, nothing. I can just grab it, drag it, move it, add a transition, add an effect, make it opaque, change the color, fill color. Let's say if I want that green. And just drag anything. Business, web icons. And actually there was one I wanted to show from the, yes, I understand. Graphs, that's the one I want, graphs. If I want to create an array, population 12, I want 4 per row, and I want men and women. How about that? Okay, so just,
If you wanted
whoops.
to- If you wanted to drop.
I know. I flattened them out. I know. Hey, winter time is coming. I don't know about you, but there's like 20 pounds in my future in the winter time. Oh my goodness.
If you wanted to say drop pictures into your shopping cart as if they were things you're adding into, would that just be like adding them individual as layers?
Yes, I would have to do that as layers. If that may or may not work the way you want it to work because of the way the graphic is created. So let's just say I want these people in the shopping cart. If I did, I would have to be careful of how I stacked it and see if, no, so this graphic is sort of transparent itself, so I can't do that. You know, some things you can and cannot do, some things will work well. You can also create interactive elements. As the slide is loading, this graphic will actually have these numbers populate. So let's see if I can preview that. See how it's running up as I'm going? So you have all this interactivity and animation and something that's engaging that you can create in your slides or in your information, and then publish it and just change it at will, publish new ones at will. There's a lot of stuff here that you can use.
Site capability for, like putting PayPal in there and.
That I don't know. I don't think so. Because it's for presentations, infographics, not like a e-commerce.
If you print, let's say it's a seminar, could you print thumbnails, some thumbnail sheets of them?
I don't think so.
Okay.
But I don't think so. I'm not certain on that. So with that, hopefully I've given you a pretty good idea of some of the things that you can create and do with this program. Again, it's not overwhelming, but it's just really easy. You can create really engaging content just that quickly. So hopefully you've got something out of this presentation, and hopefully you've enjoyed it.
And it is Mac platform.
This is a web application, so it's probably both cross-platform, I'm sure. Yes, Richard?
What is the URL for that? Is that Visme.com?
No, visme.co.
Oh, Visme.co.
Yes. Oh, and actually, I have a gift for you guys, sort of. Well, I'm going to be raffling off. I don't want to put this on the video, so. All right, so hopefully you've enjoyed what I was able to show you and got something out of it.